Most people feel tired not because they don't eat enough, but because they eat foods that spike energy fast and drop it just as fast. And to avoid that, it's often better to eat foods that digest slowly because they are rich in fibers, proteins, healthy fats, or complex carbs. And by the end of this video, you'll know 12 of the most affordable ones among all of them, as well as 10 foods that surprisingly are not as good as people think when it comes to steady energy. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first food is oats. Oats are one of the most affordable slow energy foods available worldwide. They contain complex carbohydrates, which break down gradually during digestion instead of all at once. This slower breakdown means energy is released steadily over time rather than rapidly. Oats also contain soluble fiber, which slows how quickly carbohydrates enter the bloodstream. Because of this, energy levels tend to feel more stable compared to refined breakfast foods. Plain oats are inexpensive, widely available, and store well for long periods, making them easy to rely on consistently. The second food is eggs. Eggs are an affordable source of protein and fats, both of which digest more slowly than sugars. Protein helps support longer-lasting energy by slowing digestion and reducing rapid energy swings. Eggs also contain B vitamins, which play a role in how the body converts food into usable energy. This does not create instant stimulation, but rather supports sustained energy throughout the day. Because eggs are versatile and filling, they often reduce the need for frequent snacking. The third food is brown rice. Brown rice keeps its outer bran layer, unlike white rice. That layer contains fiber, which slows digestion and leads to more gradual energy release. Its carbohydrates are broken down more slowly, making energy feel smoother and longer lasting. This makes brown rice a common base food in many cultures where long-lasting fuel is needed. It is affordable in bulk and easy to prepare in large batches. The fourth food is lentils. Lentils are one of the most cost-efficient foods per gram of protein and fiber. They combine complex carbohydrates with plant-based protein, creating a slow, balanced energy profile. Fiber slows digestion, while protein extends how long energy lasts after eating. This combination often leads to fewer energy dips between meals. Lentils are shelf-stable, inexpensive, and widely available dried or canned. The fifth food is peanut butter. Peanut butter contains fats, protein, and a small amount of carbohydrates. Fats digest slowly, which naturally spreads energy release over a longer time frame. When eaten in simple portions, peanut butter provides steady fuel rather than fast spikes. It also pairs well with other slow energy foods like oats or whole grain bread. It is calorie-dense, affordable, and has a long shelf life. The sixth food is sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are rich in complex carbohydrates and fiber. Their structure causes glucose to enter the bloodstream gradually instead of all at once. They also contain micronutrients that support normal metabolic processes without acting as stimulants. The result is energy that feels steady rather than sudden. Sweet potatoes are inexpensive, filling, and easy to prepare in many ways. The seventh food is chickpeas. Chickpeas provide both carbohydrates and protein, which helps balance digestion speed. Their fiber content slows carbohydrate absorption, supporting stable energy levels. They are commonly used in filling meals that don't require frequent eating afterward. This makes them useful for longer periods of sustained energy. Chickpeas are affordable, especially when purchased dried. The eighth food is whole grain bread. Whole grain bread retains fiber-rich parts of the grain. This slows digestion compared to refined white bread. Energy from whole grains is released more gradually, which often prevents sudden fatigue after eating. Pairing it with protein or fats further extends energy duration. It is widely available and usually priced similarly to refined bread options. The ninth food is plain yogurt. Plain yogurt provides protein and fats with minimal added sugars. Protein slows digestion and contributes to longer-lasting energy. Fermented dairy also supports efficient nutrient absorption, which can influence how energy feels over time. Because it is filling, it often reduces the need for quick energy snacks. Plain yogurt is generally affordable and easy to find. The 10th food is beans. Beans are rich in fiber, complex carbohydrates, and plant protein. This combination creates one of the slowest digestion rates among common foods. Energy from beans tends to last for several hours rather than peaking quickly. This makes them a staple in diets built around steady fuel. Beans are inexpensive, especially when cooked from dry. The 11th food is bananas. Bananas contain natural carbohydrates along with fiber. When not overly ripe, their sugar absorption is slower and more balanced. They also contain small amounts of minerals involved in normal muscle and nerve function. Energy from bananas tends to be smoother compared to refined sugar snacks. They are affordable, portable, and widely available. The 12th food is canned fish such as tuna or sardines. Canned fish provides protein and fats with virtually no carbohydrates. Protein and fats digest slowly, leading to prolonged energy availability. These foods are filling without causing rapid energy shifts. They are often overlooked but remain among the most affordable protein sources. If you had some foods in mind that didn't make our list so far, it might be because they're actually not as steady as you think. And they could be in our list of 10 popular foods that are not as steady as a lot of people think. Let's get into each of them. 1. Coffee alone. Coffee is associated with alertness rather than energy from food. It stimulates the nervous system but does not provide fuel calories. Because it doesn't supply slow-digesting nutrients, its effects can fade quickly. That's why it wasn't included among steady energy foods. 2. Instant noodles. Instant noodles are inexpensive and filling at first. However, they are made from refined carbohydrates with minimal fiber. This causes fast digestion and short-lived energy. That digestion pattern is why they didn't qualify. 3. Flavored yogurts. Flavored yogurts are often mistaken for protein-rich energy foods. Many contain added sugars that outweigh their protein content. These added sugars speed up digestion and shorten energy duration. That difference is why plain yogurt made the list instead. 4. Energy bars. Energy bars are commonly expected to provide long-lasting fuel. In reality, many rely on syrups, sugars, or refined grains. While some contain protein, the overall digestion speed is often fast. This makes their energy output inconsistent compared to whole foods. 5. Smoothies made with sweeteners. Smoothies can vary widely depending on ingredients. When sweeteners or fruit concentrates are added, digestion speeds up. Blended forms also reduce chewing time, which affects how quickly energy becomes available. This makes energy output less predictable. 6. White bread. White bread is often expected to provide lasting energy because it's filling at first. However, the refining process removes most of the fiber, causing carbohydrates to break down quickly. This often leads to a faster rise in available energy, followed by a noticeable drop. That rapid digestion is why it didn't make the steady energy list. 7. Sugary breakfast cereals. Many cereals are marketed as energy foods. While they do provide quick fuel, they usually rely on refined carbohydrates and added sugars. These digest rapidly, which can cause energy to peak and decline within a short period. Because the energy release is fast rather than gradual, they were excluded. 8. Fruit juice. Fruit juice is often associated with natural energy. However, removing the whole fruit structure eliminates most fiber. Without fiber, sugars enter the bloodstream much faster than when eating whole fruit. This faster absorption makes juice less reliable for sustained energy. 9. Pastries and baked goods. Pastries combine refined flour and sugars. This creates a rapid energy rise followed by a sharp drop. Even though they feel filling at first, digestion happens quickly. This pattern works against steady energy release. 10. Candy and sweets. Candy provides immediate fuel through simple sugars. However, these sugars are absorbed extremely fast. Because there is no fiber, fat, or protein to slow digestion, energy does not last. For this reason, sweets were excluded from the list. Before wrapping up, there are a few foods that could have easily made the main list. They support steady energy in similar ways: slow digestion, balanced nutrients, and longer fuel release, but they are often less affordable, which is why they weren't included in the main 12. Let's name 9 of them. First, quinoa. Quinoa provides complex carbohydrates along with plant-based protein and fiber. This combination leads to gradual energy release over time. However, quinoa is usually more expensive than options like rice or oats. Because affordability was a key factor, it was left as an honorable mention. Second, avocados. Avocados contain fats and fiber that digest slowly. This often results in long-lasting energy without sharp changes. Despite these properties, avocados tend to cost more than other fat sources like peanut butter. Price variability kept them off the main list. Third, nuts such as almonds, walnuts, or cashews. Nuts provide fats, protein, and small amounts of carbohydrates. Their digestion speed supports steady energy for several hours. The downside is cost, especially when purchased regularly. That higher price point placed them outside the affordable category. Fourth, Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt contains more protein than regular yogurt. This extra protein can extend how long energy lasts after eating. However, it is often priced noticeably higher than plain yogurt. Because of that, standard yogurt was chosen instead. Fifth, lean meats like chicken breast or turkey. Lean meats provide high-quality protein with slow digestion. Protein contributes to longer energy availability without rapid spikes. These foods are effective but typically more expensive than eggs, beans, or lentils. Cost consistency was the deciding factor here. Sixth, salmon. Salmon provides protein and fats that digest slowly. It supports steady energy similar to canned fish. Fresh salmon, however, is significantly more expensive than tuna or sardines. That price difference kept it out of the main list. Seventh, chia seeds. Chia seeds contain fiber, fats, and small amounts of protein. They absorb liquid and digest slowly, which spreads energy release over time. They are effective, but usually cost more per serving than oats or beans. That made them better suited as an honorable mention. Eighth, steel-cut oats. Steel-cut oats digest more slowly than rolled or instant oats. This can extend energy even further. However, they cost more and require longer cooking time. Standard oats were chosen for accessibility and price. Ninth, whole grain pasta. Whole grain pasta provides slower digesting carbohydrates compared to refined pasta. Energy release is more gradual and sustained. It is often priced higher than white pasta or rice. That pricing difference placed it outside the core list. Now you've seen what made the list, what didn't, and what almost did. If this helped you better understand how everyday foods affect energy, keep watching by selecting one of the videos on your screen right now.